Morning, guys. So, have you reduced sugar and found that you still haven't lost the weight that you want to lose? You hear this all the time. Stop eating sugar. It'll help you lose weight if you stop eating so much sugar. Sugar is bad for your health. Sugar shouldn't be in your diet. Don't eat fructose. Have you heard this? Okay, and have you had the trouble where even though you have reduced the amount of sugar that you're eating, you still can't lose the weight that you want to lose? This is a regular complaint from clients that I hear. So for those of you who don't know, my name's Belinda and I'm a passionate women's health mentor, and I help women take control of their own health, okay, naturally. And this is what I do. This is how I help people, okay? And this is a complaint that I regularly hear is, why aren't I losing weight when I've stopped eating sugar? So here are a few things that you may not know about sugar. So, when we're told to stop eating sugar, we instantly think cane sugar. But did you know that there are so many other hidden sugars out there that are touted as healthy that are not, and that can be stalling you from losing that weight? Okay, so a few on my list is number one, honey. Okay, so we are told, okay, well, we can't eat sugar. Why not just put honey in my coffee instead? Well, guess what? It's still going to have the same amount of fructose in it as sugar. It may have slightly less, I believe. But what this does, it is raises your insulin level. Now, insulin is your fat storing hormone, okay? And this is what happens when we switch from using sugar to an alternative, okay? Because we think we're being better by having honey or even maple syrup, but it's still doing the same thing. It's still sugar, okay? It's still, it's still gonna spike your insulin and still going to put your body into fat storage mode, okay? So honey is a trick, Maple syrup is also another trick. I used to think, and I did this myself. So I used to think, okay, fine, I'll do baking. I'll change to maple syrup and bake everything with maple syrup instead. But guess what? I was lied to. Okay, maple syrup does the same thing. It spikes your insulin level and your body goes into fat storage mode, okay? Another one that's touted as healthy is agave nectar, okay? Also, same deal. It's a big fat lie that we are told, switch out and use something else, okay, instead of sugar. But these ones, there are some, I've got some here, and I'll show you at the end some good ones that don't actually spike your insulin, and I'll show you a few at the end here. However, these ones are the ones that still spike your insulin and put your body into fat storage mode. So what have we covered so far? Honey, maple syrup, agave nectar, and another one which is quite popular is sucralose. Okay, that also does it. And dextrose. I went through a stage where I was cooking with dextrose as well. And same deal. Unfortunately, yes, it is sugar-free, but it is not healthy, and it still has glucose in it, which spikes your insulin. Okay, so these are a few that do actually. Another one which I found, okay, and I used to do this one as well because, I went through a stage where I was trying to replace the sugar in my lifestyle so that I could, one, be healthier, and two, lose baby weight because I had 4 babies at this stage. And this was coconut sugar, okay? So coconut sugar does the same thing. It has slightly less of a spike than sugar, but still it has a massive spike compared to what I'm doing now, okay? So that's another one that I used to try and bake with to try and be healthy, is coconut sugar. And that is, I'm here to tell you that these are lies that we are told, basically, okay? So we have to be very careful about the information that we take in. So what are some healthy sweeteners that I do use? So for some of you know, I am a sweet tooth and I like sweet things. So what do I currently use in my current lifestyle, okay, that doesn't spike my insulin and put my body into fat storage mode? Okay, so number one, and this is extremely potent, is stevia. Okay, it's a powder, and you'll see that it is 100% pure. Oh my God, I'm turning it around the wrong way. 100% pure. Okay, now this is Very, very potent. You know, when I first saw this, I thought, oh my God, this tiny jar is like $15. How, my gosh. But did you know that I only use a tiny bit and this jar actually lasts me for 6 months? It's like 30 grams. So it's not very much at all. And you can put it in your tea or your coffee and not have that insulin spike. Okay, now this one is also stevia, but this is a liquid stevia. Now what I use this in is things like smoothies, and when I make a sweet honey mustard without honey, I actually use this as well, a liquid stevia. Now this is very, very potent. You literally only need 2 to 3 drops for a sweetness of a teaspoon of sugar. So it's very, very strong. Once again, you know, little thing like this, I don't use much of it. Like, it goes a long way. Something that I use in baking is a erythritol base. Now, a lot of people are told that artificial sweeteners are bad, and they are right. And when I first saw this, I thought, oh God, erythritol, it sounds like a chemically made sweetener, right? But it's actually not. It's a sugar alcohol. Okay, it's a sweetener that is made from generally corn, non-GMO corn, I believe, and there's a few other things that they can use. It's a sugar alcohol derived from fruits and vegetables. Anyway, this one actually has stevia in it as well, so it's quite sweet, and it's erythritol and stevia, and you use it in your baking instead. Okay, and once again, this is, you know, you don't need as much of it. A lot of recipes, even normal sugar recipes, like a normal cake that you're making, they might say, you know, half a cup of sugar. You don't actually need that much. You know, you really don't. Halve the sugar in all of your recipes, and that can actually make a huge difference to start with, to try and reduce the amount of sugar that you're taking into your body anyway. Okay, and another one that I like to use, and this does actually spike your blood sugar a tiny bit, but it's not really, it's not nothing compared to sugar, honey, agave nectar, coconut sugar, any of those. And that is xylitol. Now, a disclaimer with this one, you have to be careful if you have pets, okay? Because this can actually be poisonous to pets. However, this one is quite good. Some of them are made from corn as well, and I get an upset tummy from it. Some people don't. Some people get an upset tummy from erythritol. But you just got to play around with it and see which one suits you. So anyway, in closing today, sugar replacements to be aware of that don't actually help you lose weight are going to be honey, maple syrup, agave nectar, coconut sugar, and sucralose, things like that, and dextrose as well. So beware of those. They are not going to help you on your weight loss journey. They simply are not. I'm here to tell you that I've been there, done that, tried that. It doesn't work, and they are not going to help you. Basically, they're going to shoot your insulin up, and your body's still going to go into fat storage mode. Okay, anyway, I hope you found this useful, and I will talk to you at this time tomorrow.